I'm fucking that alien.
Bitch, you graduated in like 1970.
I'm fucking that alien.
Thanks for sending me to my grave with aid.
I'm fucking that alien.
I hope he gets dick tendonitis is what I hope.
I'm fucking that alien.
I got that blood pressure so high my toes are swollen.
I'm fucking that alien.
You get to jack off in the crowd.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
just get to
fuck
hang
my
out
hand in the
with
crowd, that's for
that
sure.
would be...
I'm fucking that alien.
Hey, you white piece of shit.
I'm fucking that alien.
Yeah, I got some good drops on my phone. I've been recording a lot of farts lately.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
I want to make a song.
Oh, put the mic up to it.
Put the mic up to it. Let's hear the fart.
Trying to get the volume.
You got a speakerphone option?
I'm trying, guys.
Okay.
We need to hear these farts.
Aaron called from jail, by the way.
Yeah.
Matt.
Oh, I missed that, huh?
Yeah.
I missed the fact that he was even in jail.
Yeah. There. That's impressive.
That's great.
That's a
We've
great
officially
fart.
become the Howard Stern Show.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 219. On the cusp of a demon attack, we're here. We were attacked last night by a demon.
It's true. The entire city.
And surrounding cities.
Surrounding cities also, but I only care about
What
us.
do you know what caused it? There was a big power surge. It affected everything.
I heard demons. So,
Okay. Well, we know that.
but what made the demon? What angered the demons?
Yeah, what angered the demon was someone hitting a pole again.
It probably was. It was somebody hopped up on
Because I looked on the Roseville
Opiates.
page, everyone's going nuts about it. But
I'm sure they all have theories about it. Every single one of those people have theories about it.
So the
And they'll
power
let you
was
know.
out?
No, flicker for like
it
5
flickered,
seconds.
and then it nuked people. Like it nuked people's internet. Like,
Mine was out. I just had to reboot my router. But it
Same
was
with me.
Back on real quick.
but a lot of people, their stuff came back.
Alan apparently was oblivious.
Totally. 100% did not know. When was this?
Last night.
Last
when
night?
we were watching stuff. I don't know.
Was it like
9. I can look.
was it between 9 and 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Could have been.
Oh fuck, dude. That was when I was out on my walk.
Well, see, you wouldn't even notice then.
Yeah, you would have been.
You're
away
like
from
the
your
guy
wife.
who goes out into the wilderness to camp for a week. When he comes back, the apocalypse has happened. He
You'd
didn't
have been
realize it
away
even
from
happened.
your
But here's the
Wi-Fi.
weird thing. Something happened when I was
About
walking.
10 o'clock.
There was a bunch of there was this this weirdness with the street lights, dude.
It
Oh,
was
that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
demon attack.
Because like I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I just thought that I thought because maybe it was changing from to dusk, you know? so like they were kicking on that. So I thought maybe it just flickered, but
Yeah.
it like lasted like a while. Yeah, I did not know what that was. I was just walking. I was on my nightly walk.
It just yeah, it didn't. It just
I mean, you know,
really just messed with the internet for a little while. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously some other things, but yeah.
Oh,
You check out the
then it did. Yeah, when I got home, when I got home, my TV was on, but it just told me it said video will not play, so I had to restart it. I just restarted it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it
Yeah.
was.
So
Now
okay.
you
So
know.
now, yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. That does make sense now. I didn't know that.
I think I'm gonna move already. My back's been bugging me again. My back. Whatever. Just take this in case of a dimming.
Don't want a dimming scenario. I think this might be the first week in a while where we don't start off with any dethrones.
We haven't. Yes, there was nobody dead.
Nobody died at all.
Nobody
anywhere.
died this week, so we had no dethronings. But well, hey, I guess I'll just start. I'll start off with my thing.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I talked to our cousin Adam today. Shout out to our cousin Adam out in Washington. I'm gonna end up hanging out with him when I get out there.
Good.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Had a great time talking to him, catching up with some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Yeah, he's been out there a while, man.
Oh yeah. He's
I know he left and then came back, but I know he was
Yeah.
out there.
He moved out of Seattle.
He was. Well, I know he was there. He was out in that Washington State during the MySpace era.
Yeah.
Then he moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
When Facebook first took off, and they're like, "Oh, you're in there now," and now he's back.
It's anytime
Yeah.
the rise of a new
And then
social media.
Yeah,
thing.
social media. Cousin Adam moves.
Yeah.
and yeah, so then he
Also, Alan, Joseph had to go to court.
what?
I think he's going to have powdered wigs and like they're all around and stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
Parliament.
Parliament. He's going to Parliament court.
I don't know why it's defaulting to the. Maybe it's
maybe it's Parliament Funkadelic.
I don't know. So I don't know why. See, I was wondering that earlier. There's device name. I'm like, what even is this? And I saw it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I was thinking because I was going when I hooked up the Rodecaster for the first time today.
Yep.
And this device name, I don't even know what it is, and then it automatically hooked up to it. I have no clue
That's
So-
weird.
So we're good though, right?
right now.
Oh.
But I don't know why it did that. Yeah, I don't know why it went to the device
Oh,
device name, whatever that is. I have to look it up. I'd even Googled what is device name about. That's weird that it hooked up to that. All right. Anyways, yeah.
it wanted to show you what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
He does say
Yeah.
there was no sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's
says
probably what-
not. Yeah, no, he says it's back. So
Okay, that's good. Well, that's good.
It's Weird.
Whatever. I'll go sit back down
All
over
right.
there.
And
Now
this
that
is-
we
ladies and gentlemen, this is how you run a professional podcast. Device name.
whatever that was, I don't know.
I'm just listening to the podcast up until the theme song or after the theme song.
No. It says virtual, so I don't know if maybe it
Stop
was.
playing.
I don't know. Maybe we've been hacked again. Someone got our.
They're after our wealth.
Yeah.
Our wealth of nothing.
Well, for nothing. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
But so yeah, Adam's doing good.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
still doing the cheffery thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Obviously.
Yeah, because I was like, cool. I want to know where to get good food.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because last time I remember checking, he's working for the restaurant group. He wasn't necessarily working in a specific restaurant.
Yeah, we didn't really talk much about that.
So
We
he-
just kind of like talked about punk rock and
Yeah.
and he said he rides his bike through the peninsula a lot through that area
all
and,
the way to work.
and then stuff like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, we'll probably get together once I get out there.
That's good. Go to a punk rock show.
Well, I told him that I was going to Bad Religion. He said, "Oh, I can go. I'll go." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Because I was like, I was like, "Yeah, me and my boy got VIP seats." He goes, "Oh, I'll get a ticket. Don't worry about it." I go, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It's at the Showbox. I know where it is."
Yeah.
He goes, I can get in there, no problem. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's good.
He goes, "I get free tickets all the time." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, sweet, dude." So yeah. So that's cool.
I don't know why. I always think that he's like, I always for some reason thought him and Mike were really close in age, and at you and Adam, and you're not. There's over 2 years in between.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
it's
not
2 years.
far. It's not far
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah, Adam's like just a little over 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Right?
No, he's 48.
He just turned 48.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were 40. Oh.
Yeah, he's closer. Well, I guess actually, yeah, you guys would be the closest in age. You're the closest in age
Oh, okay.
to him.
I thought he was like the year after Hill.
No.
76.
Oh,
No, he
yeah.
was like exactly halfway between me and Hill.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Gosh, I haven't seen him in a long time.
I'm gonna have to delete.
Yeah. He was just telling me that he might be here coming up in a few weeks.
Oh.
Not for a real good reason, but he might be. So
Okay.
yeah. There's some family on his side, on his dad's side.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll hope that works out, man.
But he said that he might be here in the next few weeks. So
Okay.
That's good.
he said
Well, it's good
if
that
he
he'd be
did, he
here.
was going to come and come and meet up with us. He said he was going to fly in, rent a car, and probably come up and meet up with us.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Last time I saw him was his sister's wedding.
Yeah.
That was the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
I talked to him a couple times. Like when I was out in Utah, we talked, and he was like just getting to Tucson, I believe, himself. He wasn't there very long, I don't think. So, or maybe he hadn't even. Yeah, he went. Yeah, he was already in Tucson. Yeah. When I started talking to him, yeah.
All right.
And then and I moved back here, and he moved over there. So
Moved back in there, up in there, and then yeah. Well, it's good. Good for him.
yeah, it's gonna be cool. I think it'll be pretty cool. We got a lot of stuff in common. We
Yeah.
just kind of we like we were talking about. You would just like we had this little fracture where they moved and
Yeah,
we didn't keep in touch with these as much as we
could have.
Yeah, because we all hung out when we were little.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I was looking up what that device name could be because they have virtual sound card stuff on there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it seeks out your phone as an output.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll seek out could be anything that has a microphone that's on the same Wi-Fi.
Yep.
But I don't. Now I've only had it happen where it tries to use my phone's camera and microphone. But I don't know what this device name is that showed up. But whatever.
Sometimes it seeks out new life and new civilizations.
It's going to attack me.
It's going to attack
Another demon attack.
Another demon attack. It's got to be a technology thing because that's the only way to explain what happened to our website too.
Maybe it's a portal to hell.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm dirty. I'd hit it right now if I
Yeah.
could.
Actually, yeah, we don't listen to Portal Hell. Wow. Yeah, the website is sort of kind of. There's a site there. It's
Yeah.
not
What even happened with that?
I don't know because I did the same thing. I started thinking, oh man, maybe I can do something right with the subscription or something was going on there, and I had to change the card because remember a few months ago back, my account got hacked and I had to wait for like money to come back and everything, and I thought maybe I didn't switch to the new card and stuff. When I looked, nope, I switched everything to the new card. It renewed because I got to renew two different things. One's for the domain name and one's for the website service. I'm thinking, what the hell happened? No, there's just an update, and the update, because some of the stuff I used to build the site
Is outdated.
I guess it's outdated, or the creators of it, because it's basically like they have their own, but they also have people who create the templates and this and that, and they're just like little companies or little developers and stuff. They don't always update their stuff,
Yeah.
or they don't even know when these updates are coming out. They might not even know it's outdated, and don't know it's there. I can see it. I can see it in the dashboard. I've done, I don't know how many different things to try to fix this thing. Literal days of hours trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
I was on my computer at 4 a.m. this morning trying to figure out still. I'm like, something is not, it's driving me crazy. So I can see our site. I can see it in the dashboard. I cannot get it to go to the internet. No matter what I do. I have no idea. It's driving me nuts. So I have a temporary thing there right now, and it's got like our logo and like so people could listen to the
Yeah.
the
Did tech
podcast.
say they did an update?
They said they did an update. They said it shouldn't affect it this way. I've had I don't know how many different emails with them trying to figure out what the hell it is. They're like, well, it's probably one of the plugins. I'm like, I literally turned off all the plugins and turned them back on one by one. I got to the point where so basically just, by default, you just turn them all off and then turn them on up, try checking it. And if everything's still working, it's not that plugin. Then do it for every single one. I got to the point where I found two that gave me errors. So I turned them off. They're off. They're like, okay, it should be fine now. It's not fine now. I've turned off the themes because you have a theme like you use for a website. Turn it back on. It's like, oh, it's got to be the problem now. I'm like, nope, it's still not working. Cannot figure it out. It's driving me absolutely bonkers. So I'm just going to rebuild it.
Now we have this device name thing going on.
Yeah. So it's demons and
people we're forces beyond our control are trying to stop us.
So basically I have a temporary site that looks like this. It's got the logo and it's got the podcast episodes up for like the last 6 or 7 audio versions. And that's it so far.
At least we have something.
Yeah. I didn't have the YouTube thing on.
Well, another thing too, we almost didn't do the show today because my Safari wasn't launched. That's a separate thing. Safari was down. That's my browser for Apple.
Yeah.
And then it couldn't do my phone, so some of my apps weren't working on my.
Oh yeah, mine did that too.
Yeah, like I couldn't, like
earlier today, it was pissing me off.
Now, luckily, the Radio Underground, like TikTok and stuff like that, works, but my personal one don't, so I can't go on that. And I didn't do a verified saving thing for.
Oh,
so whatever. I don't care. I've been working overtime a lot. As long as we can broadcast once a week, and maybe put up a video once a week, I guess we'll be okay.
It's and it kind of sucked because the website went down right when, not that we were popular, you know what I mean, but not last week's, the episode before, YouTube wise, wasn't much, but it was still more than recent ones, and it was trending upwards, and then I couldn't put it on the website.
We're getting too big.
Yeah,
that's what
the minute we had any kind of following,
we're getting too big.
Although we did add,
they're afraid of us growing.
We did add 2 YouTube subscribers in the last 2 days.
We if we keep going like that, they're worried. They're worried we'll take over the world. That's what it is.
Whatever.
They know we're the next big thing if we get.
That's
just
obviously
a few more.
They don't want us to get to that sweet 500.
Yeah, just a few more subscribers, and that's it. It's about the
then we're halfway to monetization.
Yeah, I mean we still got to go another 500 after that, but You know, I don't get it.
Well, whatever.
I don't know why we're not the biggest podcast in the world yet, but whatever.
It don't matter.
I mean,
Yeah, but like I said, my app.
We give
This
it
was
our all.
a separate thing to like my apps. My phone was acting funky, so
That's weird.
So
That's
what?
weird.
So that's whatever. I've been, like I said, I've been working a lot. I don't really care.
Do you go back and listen to the episodes every week?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Just because I don't want to hear myself. Nothing against you guys. It's all against me.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I hate myself.
I did.
And I mean, I love myself, but I hate listening to
I
myself.
fucking listen to fucking hundreds of podcasts. And I can't listen to myself talk.
But I in my head, even afterwards, like after the show last week and the next day and a few days later, I'm like, I was just fucking rambling on. The whole episode fucking sucked. I sucked.
Yeah, I do that too.
I didn't go back and listen to it at all. I don't know how bad it sounded, but I remember sucking.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, there's definitely. I'm like, fuck. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I said that stupid shit. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
why'd I say that?
Yeah, but the thing is now, like I have more of a corporate job now,
Yeah.
so now it matters if I get in trouble.
Yeah.
So what is this cream pie cleanup?
I don't know.
Well, there's this guy called J Masters Delray Misfits, and I'm a fan of them. Then they look him up. I remember the Delray Misfits. They like at one time or other, all of them but Brad got fired. I think.
Yeah.
Because Brad was the union rep for his postal service.
Oh wow.
So he was the guy that decided who's
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that's the only reason he never got fired, because he wasn't going to fire himself.
Well, the good thing is if something comes up, you can just be like, oh, someone's using AI to copy me. That's all it was.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't me saying any of that.
It was the AI.
Yeah,
Someone
so-
copied my voice, turned it into AI.
Yeah.
And, that's what's happening.
It's going to be some kind of gate. I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
going to
that-
have some kind of something.
Yeah. That then I was then I went outside and there was a drone flying overhead. I'm like, all right, man, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why are they spying on me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not some kid fucking around over here in the park.
It's obviously, it's a conspiracy. It's
Yeah.
got to be.
Now I'm going to start looking around me as I'm on my walks all the time.
Did you see that drone show they did at Comic-Con?
No.
Craig shared. I don't know if you watched it, but they did it. It's just, they have thousands of drones and they're all like, what do you do? Choreographed, so they all do something at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's like behind the buildings, all of a sudden it comes up and it's fucking Galactus rising up behind the buildings. And then it looked just like fucking Galactus. It was kind of cool. Probably spent about $1 million making it.
They can do drones now are like so much better than even they were 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
I remember I bought like a budget drone, like
Oh, yeah.
like an $80 drone like 7 years ago, and it could take still pictures, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. but it was so like flimsy and crap. Now you can't get a good one, but you can get one at $80 that it would like fly, a couple 100 feet in the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He almost dropped the mic. He's like,
Boom. that was Rockstar mode.
yeah.
Pull
You put your foot on the base and that way you can pull it
Yeah.
back to
You
you.
gotta go put a sash on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to have a whole bunch of them.
Don't step on it too hard. You don't want to Corey
I'll
Haim
have
yourself, Feldman yourself in the face with the microphone. Don't want to do that.
Yeah. So I guess instead of talking about feeling sorry for ourselves for
Oh,
our technical difficulties that'll never end.
it'll never end.
Don't
Don't worry. The radiounderground.gay website will be back better than ever.
full glory.
Probably.
So yeah, only thing though, I get the last thing I'll say about that.
Yeah.
I get it what happened, but why is there another site there? There was like a building site, looked like a
Because it made me default to a default theme.
like a template.
yeah,
Okay.
to a default theme because I had to deactivate all the other ones.
Jesus Christ.
It's been just pure. It's been horrible.
Yeah. So, all right. So this is a story. Have
Plus,
you
I
guys,
don't know what I'm doing. There's that
Neither do
point.
I. So like
Yeah.
one thing, if we ever get a decent following
Yeah.
by some miracle, the minute we have enough money to do this for a living,
Yeah.
I'm just hiring somebody to run everything.
Oh yeah,
All right, you're going to run my site, and you're going to do the sound, and you're going to come over on Saturday.
I'm already thinking about passing. Having Alan talk to his future roommate
about
yeah.
about that.
about
yeah.
just doing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
side. I'm like, here, man, you do
Yeah.
things.
He'll do it.
I literally have to look up.
Maybe it's a sign it going down. Maybe we'll get Bill to do it.
I have to Google everything I do to try to either A, learn it, or B, remember how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't remember how. I can't just do code. I can, if you can give me a code, I can use it, and then you can change it to whatever you need. But it's only certain things. I can't do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm winging it.
Yeah. But yeah, like we wouldn't know what to do if we got like DDoS attacked just by some shit lord.
Oh fuck no!
We'd just be ruined.
Completely ruined.
They could have installed device name on my thing. I don't even know.
That's obviously what happened.
Yeah. But so on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Which is really not a thing. Have you guys ever heard of the 110 round boxing match, the longest boxing match ever happened?
I've heard tales of it,
Okay, so back in the old days,
like Kingsbury World.
before they had
Kingsbury World.
intelligent regulation, it was a fight to the finish.
Yeah.
These guys started fighting at 9, I think something like 9 p.m. at night, and they fought till like 7 the next morning.
That's so stupid.
And the crowd was falling asleep and stuff, the ones that remained there because the fight went on forever.
Yeah.
So they were both so badly maimed. Their bones in their hands were all bashed up. Their faces were bashed up. One of the guys had to spend 6 weeks in the hospital, and he just retired. And the other guy died in the ring like a couple years later because he had more heart than, for his own good. So look it up. Google the 110 round boxing match.
I will definitely check that out.
And because of that match and what it did to them, they changed the rules.
That's when it's like, yeah, this might be too much, guys.
Yeah.
I know there's the 1800 or whatever it was,
but yeah, they're UFC's tonight. There's some good fights, but I don't know. We won't watch them because we're doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't watch UFC anymore. You got to pay. You don't have any good back in the early to mid 2000s. They had some good streams.
Yeah.
That you didn't have to pay.
And they only had, you
had to
one pay-per-view a month too. They didn't have one every week.
Yeah, you didn't have to give your computer aids to watch.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
there's somebody, I got a stream for you, and you watch it, and there's like 50 pop-ups.
So many pop-ups. It's not worth it.
Yeah, so
I wonder if that fight that you're talking about, the 110 round, I wonder if there's any good video footage of it.
Hey, what's up? Is that cousin Ann?
That's our cousin.
Yep.
Yeah,
we were just talking about.
We were just
things.
talking
What
about you,
up?
man.
Yeah, I just gave you the shout out.
Yep.
I'm behind the chair, and you can't see me.
Yeah, Mike's over there.
But
Yeah.
I guess I could move the chair. Usually I sit at the desk, but
He's having some back issues
my back's
Yeah.
because of the old age. Also,
old fat back.
cuz happy birthday.
Yes.
It was yesterday, I believe, and
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Yes.
So there's that.
So
Well, yeah, like I said, I asked when I sent him a text, I asked him, I go, is it, but it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. I wasn't sure if it was the 25th or 26th, but I asked, but he never responded. So I didn't know.
yeah, it was like, well, the funny thing is that you were saying you were going to move out there, and I didn't. None of us. I didn't. Even, none of us didn't even thought. And I was like, hey, wait, cousin Adam's out there.
There's
I
someone.
see. I didn't know that. I
He's
didn't
like,
know
if
he
you're
went
gonna
back.
go live out there, you might as well go see
Oh,
him.
yeah.
I didn't know that he moved back there. The last time I talked to him, he was in Tucson.
Well, I knew.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
it's
yeah, I
on
knew
me.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew.
All I knew about it.
Yeah. I never knew he moved back there.
But the only thing I knew at one time is he lived somewhere west of the Mississippi. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that small area west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
That way.
Well, 70% of the country lives on this side of the Mississippi, so
That's
I
true.
just figured.
Is that population wise though, or land wise?
Yeah. Do you know this person that lives in? Yeah.
I do that with people. I'm like, they're like, yeah, I'm from Texas. I'm like, oh, do you know this person? Like, they're just gonna know.
Oh, yeah.
Texas is this just as
Steve
small.
Jones. Do you know him?
Yeah,
Yeah. Steve.
they probably do know Steve Jones.
Yeah. So we were. We usually just share death and thrash metal memes.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much
That's pretty much it.
and hardcore like music and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
that's cool.
Yeah. So
Alan was talking about going to see Bad Religion, and it sounds like you're down for that. So that's cool.
yeah.
Right, Bad Religion, not yeah.
Corey Feldman was at frickin' Pine Knob.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
What?
We missed it.
At Pine Knob
with Limp Bizkit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why. Because Limp Bizkit threw him a
No,
bone.
no thanks.
Drew Lane and Carl from Who Are These Podcasts went there to cover it just to make fun of him the next day.
Yeah.
And it was as bad as you could think.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of
It's the
course.
Loserville tour.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, I'm good. I don't need to
Yeah.
see that.
Corey Feldman, he's the comeback king.
Gosh.
Yeah. He
He's
needs
so
to just
bad.
give up.
He's so bad. Corey Feldman. So if
No, he needs to keep doing it.
actually, yeah,
I need to be entertained.
he does. It's better if he does it.
I want him to keep doing more.
And then people go to his shows just to see him suck, and he's delusional and thinks because they
Hey,
think
man.
he's going to put on a good show.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody like him that just won't give up.
The Feldmaniacs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the freaking. Yeah, his music is always some variation of Michael Jackson
It's
most of the time.
every one of his dance
Yeah.
moves is variation of Michael
Yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah.
He's a big Michael Jackson fan. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I didn't know that.
No, didn't realize that.
Nope. So, well, if you guys are both out there, and I've never been out, the only place I've been out west was Las Vegas. So
Yeah.
I'll have to come out there,
Yeah.
hang out, because I've never been out there for anything.
No,
Alaska Air.
Alaska
good airline.
Air.
There.
It's a good airline.
That's what I.
Yeah.
Sure.
Round trips are usually about I think that when I was looking at round trips, they were about roughly $650 or so.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
about the going rate.
It's
But
not bad.
like I got like same day flight both times on Alaska Air from here to there and there to here, same day, and they were both times were $414.
yeah,
price.
I've looked at a few of them. It was around that
Yeah.
price.
So yeah, we do need to do a cousin reunion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to get out there, man.
Yeah,
I was telling them, Adam, that
we'll meet at the Mississippi and do the reunion there.
Well, I was telling them that you might be in town soon, and if you are, that we would try to get together. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been here forever, though. It's boring. I will go there once.
Yeah,
I get
for
some money.
sure.
That's
For
why I
sure.
told Craig got the new car, so I told him he's being volunteered. He's going to have to drive us out there in his
Yeah.
Subaru Outback. It's only 30 hours, 30 something hours.
I was
You guys need
gonna say I'll see you in a fortnight.
Yeah,
That's about right.
yeah. You guys need to. You and Craig need to start your own YouTube travel channel
Just in our Subarus.
because you'll get 10,000 followers right away.
Yeah.
Just from here to fucking
Yeah.
one drive to Washington
Yeah.
State.
Yeah.
And you got to play like that Western music.
And just show the mountains and stuff, and then us cruising.
We decided you got to be monotone on your over
I can do that.
your voiceovers.
Yeah.
We went west of the Mississippi and there.
There's a chance you'll be here. That's good. Yeah, I would do that. I'd be like, yeah. It was funny because it was like the day.
Got attacked by
We-
a homeless person. In
It was right after
Yellowstone.
you talked about moving out there, and I was thinking, oh, that'd be a cool trip to drive out there. And the next day I got work. John was like, "It's like, how far do you think it is to Seattle?" I'm like, funny you should mention that, John. I literally just looked this up a day and a half ago. Let me tell you all about it.
Yeah, it's a long fucking way.
And then
Yeah.
about half an hour later, I woke him up and I was like, all right, you can go back to work now.
Well, our buddy Bobby was he served in Iraq and he was infantry, so he was in combat. And he said he drove home from Fort Lewis, Washington,
Yeah.
in the winter, and he said, "I think I was more scared doing that than I was in Iraq,
Yeah.
going through the mountains." He's
Yeah.
like, "It was horrible."
That sounds horrible.
And he said, "He said it's snow change required." He goes, "I didn't have any fucking snow. I just did it."
Yeah.
And I just just grabbing the wheel, just scared for his
Fuck,
life.
man. Well, I mean, and I think it was you that told me on your trip out there and stuff, there's just like all of a sudden roads, they close. And I'm like, nope, it's
Yep.
closed for the season.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they'll
what?
they'll be like, oh, the winds are too they're too powerful.
Come back in
Going
March.
across Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like nothing.
Yeah, I know people that live in northern Michigan, not even the Upper Peninsula. I don't know about now because we've had pretty mild winters.
Yeah.
But they would just get snowed in their cabin and they just couldn't go until spring.
Yeah. So you guys
couldn't even
were-
bother, you couldn't even get to it.
I mean, that's what the Kents did when they found Superman in the field. There was a blizzard and they just like, oh, they came out and they had a baby. that was one of the many iterations of Superman.
Yeah.
But that's what they did.
Hmm.
It's the way it was back then when Superman was born.
That's it, man.
Oh, but I forgot what I was
What do you
also
want?
gonna
My
say.
cat is being annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
What do you want, cat?
Well, so if you guys come out, you just get the Conestoga, hop on in, and
Yeah, whatever that thing is, you just
it's a wagon.
oh,
You have a train. I want.
Get the horses and buggy.
I'll do it. I would make that trek.
Just
I think I'll just fly.
bounce
I think I'll
around.
just- I didn't like flying,
this
but
is
I
how-
don't want to drive that far.
This is how I see it. Something like that, I'd see like, oh yeah, that hurts. Stop. Oh,
Yeah, I would do the
where's the
drive.
airport?
I do the drive once because I want to see the stuff once. So
Yeah.
I'd probably make the drive there and back, and if I ever went back, I'd be flying.
Gotcha.
But I gotta see some states.
I see.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe that too. Yeah.
I've never been further west than Chicago. I think I need to start doing that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I've been all the way to Atlantic Ocean. I've been all the way to the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean down there also. But I've only been to Chicago going that way.
Never
that
mind.
way, right there.
There's a lot that way.
Yeah. As we said, west of the Mississippi, there's a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Not as much as over here, apparently, according to Michael, but there's stuff.
Did you guys hear there's a horrific rumor about 7-Eleven format changes?
No.
Did you hear about it? They're going to go to the more of the Japanese style 7-Eleven.
All right.
Like
And I guess what that-
robots.
As opposed to the Pakistani style.
Exactly.
Sorry.
But I guess they're going to.
there's
It's going to be more. It's going to be more like grocery oriented
Oh, you know what?
than what we're. And I was like, what am I going to do about little spinny things on the grill that I eat that are killing me?
Yeah.
Are they going to be there?
Oh, yeah. So they won't
but they have
that?
those at Speedway. Is this implementation also going to take place at Speedway?
No. Are they owned by the same people now?
They are.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Speedway owns.
Well, I
7-Eleven. or 7-Eleven owns Speedway.
So
Well, that's it.
supposedly they're going to a Japanese style 7-Eleven. So maybe they'll have like sushi and remember they and
Yeah.
anime.
They'll have just anime up on the shelves. I think
Yeah.
it's more of a. It's not necessarily the product changes. It's the style they have. More of a grocery style.
Now they have vending machines with this. I don't know the comedian because I can't credit him for it, but I almost died when he said this because they have worn panties
Yeah.
that they have machine in that like so guys can sniff them. He goes, do they use that to avoid school shootings? Like the incel kid huffs it to calm himself down when he feels like shooting the school up. And, take a huff of the used panties and it
Oh my god!
and it relaxes him. All right, he's calm. He's good. Like,
That's gross.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Used
man.
panties to avoid a school shooting.
Well, they have a lot of those Asian markets over in, I guess it'd be Madison Heights, Troy area.
Yeah.
And I think it's just more the way they're set up is just going to be, I don't think necessarily going to have more Asian oriented product. Just the setup will be more streamlined.
Yeah.
Minimalistic.
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
we don't have a large Asian community here. So when I was a teenager and I was sledding at that hill when I was it's west of here. There's the only hill that's big enough to sled on.
That they've
And there was like 12 Asian kids there. I'm like, hey, we only had like one at my school.
Yeah.
Hey, we only got one of you at our school.
Well, our buddy Joe.
Yeah.
Me and Brian knew him.
Oh, we had the one exchange student that came in. Remember?
Oh yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing about Tony, I remember like they didn't have swimming in their curriculum.
No.
So he didn't know how to swim and nobody knew it, and he couldn't speak English when he first came here. And he fucking got into the water, instead of just trying to say, hey, no, I can't do this. He probably didn't want to dishonor himself or whatever. So he gets in the water and he just sinks like a fucking noodle in the deep end. Because he lined up, like the rest of us, and he sank.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the Mr. Dalrymple just yanks him out of the water, So from then on, they kept him in the shallow end.
Yeah.
But his IQ must have been off the charts
Oh, he's smart.
because he couldn't speak a lick of English in 9th grade.
Yeah.
And I think it was 9th grade, and I saw him next year in 10th grade at the high school.
Yeah.
And he spoke perfect English, 80% English.
Yeah.
He spoke it perfectly.
Yep.
Just with an accent, but he spoke. I was like, "Hey Tony, how are you?" And he's like, "I'm fine, Mike. I hope
Hey,
you
nice
remember
seeing
my
you."
name and everything." I'm like,
Nice
"Hey."
seeing you.
I'm like, "You speak English?" He's like, "Yeah, I just I've been working on it."
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but
so he probably speaks like the Queen's English now.
but I don't know if you knew this, but I don't know if a lot of people knew this, but when he was in school with us, he was smart, but he was really good at math.
Yeah, he might have been pretty good.
No, he was really good at math. It was weird.
Well, I had him in art class. I saw one of his drawings. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Like we were all drawing terrible stick figures and stuff, and there's a couple, people that were pretty gifted, but he drew this like radiant eagle. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Because he loves America.
Yeah, it's like
eagles.
Yeah, I think it was one of the more of a Mongolian.
Oh yeah,
type eagle.
It's fine.
We had a kid that came here in 9th grade.
Yeah.
From Taiwan, I think.
Yeah.
They called him Johnny Tai. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Did he
But
ever
he-
go
but-
shin to shin on you?
No, he was like, I mean, I
Call him Johnny Time.
yeah, it was either 9th or 10th grade when he came here, but yeah, like a guy I grew up with, he stayed friends with him. Like he lived here in the States for like 25 years and then moved back there.
Wow.
Yeah.
He met his wife and moved back there with her.
We had a bunch of about 8 or 9 Brazilian exchange students it was all dudes. It was no girls.
Yeah.
So they were all really cool dudes, but then we had one guy. His name was Anthony. He was Italian. He lived across the street from Jeremy and Joe, and he was brown because he was Italian.
Yeah.
And the teacher thought he was one of them. And he's like, "All right, so what I'm gonna teach you here." It was like doing the whole like. Anthony's like his like 5th generation Italian. He's like, he goes, "I'm not Brazilian." And he's like,
Antonio?
yeah. No, he was just brown because he was Italian.
Yeah.
So they thought he was a Brazilian.
Yeah.
And he's like, "So what we're gonna do to you today?"
He's like, "Why are you talking to me?"
he goes, "I'm not Brilliant." And then he looked at his buddy and he goes, "Shut up."
That's great. That is great. Oh.
Oh yeah, because his buddy was like totally having a feel.
"I told you weren't what?" It was one of his buddies.
20 years later, he still did it.
Yeah.
I thought about this out of nowhere the other day, and it was about school too. We had I must have been in 10th grade, but there were seniors in my class, and Herbertson was a teacher, and one of the guys was on bunch of the guys were on the football team. One guy from the football team, his name was Ken. Do you remember Ken?
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
And he was a smart ass in class, I think I can't think of the other guy's name, but they were both in there, sat by each other, and they were joking about something, and Herbertson was looking at him, turned around and like was saying something. He's like, "You can't say stuff like that, blah blah blah." And I was like, I don't know, I guess I was smiling or smirking a little bit, like I thought it was funny. And he was like looking over here, and I'm over here, and he's like, "You can't do that." And he's like, "You do." Yeah. And he's like, I'm like, "How the fuck did you see me?" He did. I don't know how I saw
No,
him.
he had like lazy eye, or he got hit in the head or something.
But he saw me. But it was like if
No,
Ken-
his eyes, he couldn't focus straight. He had a lazy eye.
yeah, he saw me.
I
was just he's like, "Get that smirk off your face." I'm like, "What?"
I've seen him 3 or 4
I was
times.
8 feet that way.
I've seen him 3 or 4 times after high school, and he's never sober.
No,
Never even close.
A teacher?
Yeah. And he was one of those young-ish teachers.
Which teacher?
Herbertson.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
it was after you.
I'm not doxing. I mean, he's
Everybody knows him.
He was an adult drinking. I mean, you can drink. But every time I saw him in public, he was wasted. Years, and I said, "You remember?" He goes, "Yeah, I remember you." He said, I didn't mind you because you were never a smart ass.
All right, cool.
Yeah, because I was sleeping.
That's a good teacher.
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't mind.
remember you.
When
He was nice to me. He wasn't nice to everybody. He did, for whatever reason, he did like me.
Other than
Yeah.
that, no, me and him got along great. I loved his classes and stuff. He just all of a sudden he saw me. But Donovan had him in junior high, and he was only working part-time as a teacher. And then the next year he retired. After the next year, he retired, and he's been doing insurance sales ever since. He stopped being a teacher to be an insurance salesman, I guess. But he had 20 years in at that point, you know.
He probably got some sort of a pension or something.
He's got
I don't know who's more wasted publicly, him or our mayor. One of them two.
Mayor.
Our mayor is always
wasted. Oh, dude, I've drank with him at a bunch of bars.
Yeah.
I love telling the story. I told him one night, I said, I'm gonna go run against you. And we're gonna have to do a dance off. That's instead of a debate. Instead of debates.
Yeah, it's a good idea, actually.
You have people following me during Elsa.
You're an evil man.
I wish we had that local, because it was people like that, and then of course Ed, giving people hard time. But it was funny because it was very combative.
Yeah,
and the people complaining about racing. There's hot rod rolling down Fraser, like
public access cable.
Yeah, like what? Like
great.
I don't care for our councilmen. I'm not saying they're bad people, but I don't care for them. But they have nothing to do with speeders. No, there's nothing they can do.
No.
Right. I mean,
no.
You can completely be opposite of me politically, and I will acknowledge something that's not your fault.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, what am I supposed to do? To go out there with have turrets, people race and shoot it? They won't race down Fraser Road ever again. Just light them up.
We have a strike force out there of the elite cops who will stop all this. They can't do that kind of shit.
Yeah,
that's part of it. Like it's just as bad. The city council. I still wish they streamed it, but you do get some of it now on the Facebook and the residents group now, where they're basically saying things. It's like there's kids riding their bikes down my street, and blah. It's like, what the fuck are they supposed to do?
Yeah, people complain about. Then actual crime, everyone gets politically correct.
Yeah,
it's like, well, we have an issue with shooting, but I'm not saying. It's like, when it's something that's actually bad, everybody just clams up.
Kids never go outside anymore at any time. They're always inside. They don't do anything outdoors. And then when they're outside riding their bikes and yelling and having a good time, that's when you complain about it.
Yeah.
You old.
Yeah, that's what, like when I see kids on dirt bikes,
they're probably the ones that have the pages, the remember the 70s page. Remember when we used to play like this? And yeah.
Well,
but then they go and complain at
all the time
that the kids are playing.
The part of me, when I'll see them on dirt bikes and ATVs, I'm like pissed. But I'm not pissed that they're having fun. I'm pissed that
we weren't allowed.
I never would get away with it. I wish we had enough crime when I was young.
Yeah.
Where they didn't worry about that.
Yeah, they don't give a shit
we couldn't
about
even ride your
stuff.
mini bike on the street. I got to the point where we couldn't ride at the field.
And it was in the worst case of bad luck ever. My uncle, he just put that new Indian motor on my mini bike.
Yeah.
And he had it all set up. And the first ride, my one uncle, obviously the mechanical one, put it together, but the other one was the first to ride it. He went down the street to that, not the one street. He went the one further, like west.
Yeah.
And he just did a 400 feet, like a football field or two down, and then a turnaround. All of a sudden we see the cops. Like, can't drive it on there. He's like, he just put it together. We were just, testing it out. And he's like, all right, but you can't be riding it down here. All right, you got it. Yeah.
All right. Good. Thanks.
Yeah. Now that I used to ride it in this field here, cops never did anything.
They had nothing better to do than fuck with people, though.
Well, like the one time me and Frank were riding it around, taking turns. Like I let him go on, I went on. And I thought he was kind of watching us. I was like, well, he's about to, I don't know what he's going to do. He's like, you guys are fine. Just don't drive it on the street or the sidewalk. I'm like, all right, you're in a field. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. It's like, but I had to drive in a field. It would be way cooler to drive to my friend's house like these kids get to.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they got
Dude, people got bikes with fucking
my dad has one of those things. It's faster than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I saw him take off in it and it rips.
I got 4 guys at work that ride them to work, miles to work.
Oh
every
yeah.
day.
I was like, dude, we would never get away with this. We'd get clothesline JBL style off of it by a cop in the 90s.
One dude bought one of them electric ones, but he bought the trike.
Oh yeah,
Straight up, he's balling. He just comes
right. It just
cruising
looks
in.
like a pedal bike, but it's got the motor.
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
got a
basically
motor.
going up. Yeah.
And he's just like, man. He just comes. He takes sidewalks.
Does the pedaling build up energy for the motor? Is that how it works?
This has just got an electric battery.
No,
Oh, okay.
I think the pedaling is in case the battery runs out. You have a way to get it home.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't, yeah.
I think.
So, I mean,
that's
I see guys riding it with the motor on it, and they're just cranking the pedals the whole time.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm
maybe
sure
maybe it makes it that much faster.
I'm sure
I don't
you
know.
can get exercise out of it doing that. You know?
Well, maybe you can like go 18 miles an hour with just the motor, but with that
Maybe-
you can go 30.
maybe you're recharging your battery.
Or maybe you
That's
just.
what I didn't know if it was like an alternator type
I
thing.
don't know.
But it's funny people do that because even me, I'm like, I would get one of these things, but I would never get a motorcycle when the motorcycle is probably way safer. Than that. But in your mind,
There's a guy at work that he doesn't have the bike. He has the electric scooter. He rides it. He only works, lives 3 miles away from work, but he drives his scooter to work almost every single day, unless it's raining really bad or whatever. But he just comes cruising up at
Like a Honda Spree looking.
no, like a stand up scooter.
Oh.
It's got a motor on it.
back in the old days, our accounts
I think it goes
payable,
like 15 miles an hour.
our accounts payable lady, she was pretty old, in late 50s, early 60s, and she would go from the west side like 15, 20 miles, but she had one of them scooters that could go on the freeway basically. Even though she just took 8 Mile, she took 8 Mile all the way from us on a scooter.
Oh.
Old white lady.
Really?
She just liked to do it. She didn't need it. Her husband worked at Ford. She didn't need
Just
the money.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I was like, that scooter's awesome. But I looked up the price of them. They're not cheap.
No.
I was like, to get one of those badass scooters.
But
that
her
can-
husband worked at Ford. She
Yeah.
probably just banked her checks.
It's like, dude, you're probably cheaper to just get a motorcycle, one of them things.
Yeah.
It's badass. So
One of the guys I worked with who ended up moving out west when his wife got a sweet ass job with Facebook.
Right.
And they live in the Bay Area. And he
Right.
thought about it. He's like, man, I don't want to have a car in the Bay Area. So he's looking at fucking like Vespa type shit. Like, really? And like that kind of thing. I'm like, it doesn't even go fast enough. He's like, they go 60 miles an hour. Like, scooters? He's like, yeah, just like you would see in fucking Rome and shit.
Yeah.
Them driving around Rome on the fucking scooters. But he doesn't actually have to go into the city. They're south of the city. We never actually have to go into San Francisco.
in the Bay Area's weather is like perfect. It's like it's like 75 and sunny daily.
Mhm.
Doesn't get super hot. Doesn't.
And plus, where
The
he was
only-
working was
the
only
only
gonna be a
thing
few
is
miles from home.
like in San Fran, the road. There's a lot of it's hilly, right?
It is more so north
Okay.
and to the northeast.
So if you're
of the
not in
city.
that area, if you're not going in that area, then yeah.
And
right?
it is pretty hilly. I mean, it gets a little bit hilly near where he's at, but it's only 5 or 6 mile trip from where
Right.
he's at.
Yeah.
And actually, where his wife would work would be south of them even. So, yeah. Plus, she'd have a car, but she didn't really need it because they have transportation for employees, so she didn't really need the car.
Oh.
She can go to this train station, hop on a train, and take it into Facebook Central,
Facebook. Yeah.
the Facebook Depot.
Wow.
Night.
All right.
You.
Good night. Who's that?
That's
I have no idea.
Stalkeroo.
Good night, Death Stalkeroo.
Yeah. Have a good night, Death Stalker.
Thanks for participating.
Thanks for yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. I do
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
watching the
Yeah, I
show.
appreciate it, man.
And so
I know where we didn't talk about the out west place was the explosion
oh,
at
yeah.
Biscuit Basin.
Biscuit Basin.
You
That's
should
so
stay
funny.
online and just keep
yeah,
watching
cool.
us.
Yeah.
You,
yeah, I'll say it's up to you, man.
you do, man. Do that.
Where did Broseph go? He was here and now he's
Jail.
gone, huh?
He's in jail.
We didn't get to hear about his court time. He just
It's
went
just
to
a
jail.
polite way to
huh?
say hi at night.
Oh,
Okay.
you're saying? I thought you were saying good night. Like you're going to bed.
Oh, he meant like
yes.
good night. Yeah.
You're not going to bed though.
Oh, okay.
No, we appreciate it.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Brazil's awesome.
That's cool.
At least in Brazil. Okay.
We were just talking about a guy we knew from Brazil.
When people say good night here, a lot of times that means they're like done for the night. They're
Yeah,
going
we'll say-
to
we'll-
bed.
we'll-
We were talking about we had about 8 or 9 exchange students from Brazil, and they lived here.
Yeah.
So we were talking about them.
Talking about Brazil.
Ironic that you would show up.
Yeah. No. Thanks.
How
for
are
checking
things
us
down in
out.
Brazil? UFC's tonight. You watching that?
You watching the UFC? Is that in Brazil?
I know it's popular down there. I like it.
Yeah.
I like UFC.
I like the
Jiu-jitsu.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You know, favelas.
Yeah.
I've heard of those. I've seen to play those in Call of Duty.
I'm too fat to do jiu-jitsu. I'm gordo, as you guys say down there. Gordo. So
He's muy gordo.
Mhm.
yeah, muy gordo. Yeah.
Muy gordo.
I can't move, can't breathe.
Did you see that at Yellowstone? The biscuit
Biscuit Basin.
Yeah, it blew up.
blew up, and everybody's like,
I
it's
didn't
like,
until you guys
it's-
talked about
it's
it.
geothermal. It always explodes. I'm like, not like that. Oh,
Okay.
is it
All right,
midnight
man.
there? I don't know what the time difference is between you
Yeah.
know. So you must be on like central. I don't know. something.
All right, man.
All
Well,
right.
go to
Good night.
bed. Good
to bed.
night. And you take care of yourself.
Good live to you too.
Good have a
Good live to you.
yeah.
Yes.
Take care of yourself, man.
Death Stalkeroo.
I love the name.
Yeah. Saw that go off, and people were like, yeah, Gold Faithful and stuff like go on all the time. Like, they don't explode.
Right.
They go off. That
Yeah.
was an explosion of part of the park. Underneath, there's a volcano there,
Right.
and part of it exploded. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, just
Like,
ignore
what?
it.
It blew up like the whole the boardwalk was blown up.
If that super volcano goes off, we're all dead.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're not gonna die from the explosion here. We're gonna die from the
Ash, molten covering.
Yep.
It big-
Alan, if he's out in Seattle, he's
I'm gonna be up in the mountains.
yeah, oh no, I mean
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I had a big misconception about wind stuff.
oh
I thought that, well, anything, because we're east of it, we'd really get creamed. And if we only lived west of it, until those Canadian fires that were east of us, and
Yeah.
we were having, I could smell it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought that the wind
Yeah,
would save me.
Yeah,
No.
they were saying like in New York it was really bad, and I was like, "What are you talking about? It's bad here." I was walking every night.
And I didn't
Like,
understand.
the moon was a weird color.
Well, the funny thing was I was up in Midland. It was just back in my driving days.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could smell like like someone was burning tires.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they have a chemical factory up there, so I was asking
I've
the
heard of it,
locals,
yeah.
and I was like, "Dude, are you guys been? Is that from the chemical factory? Because I never noticed the smell." He was like, "Because that's those fires in Canada, dude."
All the way in Midland,
And I could smell them.
dude.
He's like, "Yeah, well, it doesn't smell like that here, man. These are from that's that Canadian." It hit perfectly that day, and it smelled like someone
Wow.
was burning a bonfire with fucking.
Just jump, cat.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
she's stuck.
oh, I'm like, I'm gonna go.
Well, she's 16.
I'm
man.
gonna go.
She's elderly.
I know. I thought it was because of your mouse. She was like, nope, nope. Okay.
That poor cat. She's just deteriorating. Like, you pet her. Every pet, there's a handful of fur.
Aw.
Every single pet.
Yeah.
I have to, that couch, I have to fucking
Rake.
vacuum it. And she still has, I'm surprised she has fur. I figured she'd look like she's been skinned. But
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, but she's got the short hair, and they've got really a lot of their follicles are really dense together.
Yeah.
when they're short like that.
Dense follicularly.
Yeah, follicularly dense.
Yeah.
No.
yeah, let's go.
But Biscuit Basin.
Yeah. So I didn't know nothing about it until you guys commented.
I think
said it
Craig-
was going to be one of our talking points. Then I
Craig-
looked it up.
Craig posted in our other group chat about it, and I was like, whoa, that's a big explosion. It was a pretty big explosion.
Biscuit Basin.
It just another thing we got to worry about.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be over.
Yeah, you won't feel a thing.
That's true.
I'm not even going to worry about
Well,
it.
like back in the day, people would talk about, like, I would never want to fight Tyson. I'm like, well, you might as well for the money, because you may not feel anything.
Right.
You just get
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
That'll be the last thing you know.
Dude, if they're like, hey, man, Mike Tyson wants to fight you, $20 million, I'm going to be like, word, what's happening?
Let's do this.
I'll be like, I'll start fucking pretending like I'm training.
I'll make sure my
The
life
fir-
insurance is up.
The
my
first,
family's-
I am going down. The very first fucking hit. Whap, boom.
There
Thank you,
was-
sir.
There's, and I don't know who thought of this. It involves Mike Tyson, or who even thought about figuring this out, or how this would work. But according to this guy, and he did the research, and he talked to some scientists about some neuroscientists and some other people. If you were in a coma and Mike Tyson hit you with a knockout punch, you would wake up and then go back to being knocked out.
Really?
According to the scientist. So for some reason, Mike Tyson
Well, I
came in
know
there.
that for ethical reasons they can never test that.
No, but it is a purely theoretical because no one's able to test it. But according to him, theoretically, if you were in a coma and he came up and he hit you with a knockout punch, you would wake up and then go right back into it.
I'm putting it in my will.
So just so you know,
I'm gonna be like, if I'm ever in a coma, I want Mike Tyson to punch me right in the
my
fucking
second thing
face.
is, who's the
Knockout
person
punch.
that asked him this question?
I am.
Why would you think this?
You know, another thing you could do.
It seems perfectly logical to think, well, you know, what about if Mike Tyson punches him? Maybe he'll come out of his coma. You know what I'm saying?
Or like, would it have to be like that cannibal thing where that guy agreed to be eaten by the cannibal psych? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I don't know who's more messed up. The guy that eating him's obviously crazy, but the one guy agreed to it.
Yeah.
He wanted to be
yeah,
eaten.
Yeah.
They ended up putting the eater in jail. It's like, you can't make that kind of contract where you kill and eat somebody, even if they
Why?
want to.
Isn't this America?
Yeah.
No, it was
Wait,
Germany.
what?
Okay.
What?
It was-
I thought it was America.
I can't let anybody eat me.
The Bill of Rights.
This is why Ben Franklin stood up for us, so we could be killed in a bathtub
Yeah,
and eaten.
It's true.
But you said it was in Germany.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Everything weird happens in Germany, in Florida.
Yeah.
I saw something. It just made me think of something. Oh, that's what it was. The Hardy Boys and Lex Luger are gonna be at that place in there's this place in Utica called Sarge and Red's Toys and Collectibles. And they're gonna have Hardy Boys and Lex Luger there next week.
Hardy Boys.
Yeah, not the detectives, the wrestlers.
Okay.
Is that what you're gonna ask?
Yeah. 'Cause I was like,
Hardy Boys.
I was gonna go. The Hardy Boys are
Frank and Frank and Joe, right?
Frank and Joe.
No. Frank, yeah, Frank and Joe. And then in September, Mick Foley is going to be there. I might go there.
That one would be good.
And then, do you guys remember Myco Hughes, the actor? He was the kid. Myco Hughes. He was in Pet Cemetery. He was the blonde kid that got ran over by the truck.
Okay.
You talking about Gage?
He played Gage.
He was Gage. And then he was in Kindergarten Cop. He was the boys have penises, girl have vaginas kid.
Yeah.
And he was in Full House with the Olsen twins. He was one of the friends.
Oh,
He's
he
going to be
was?
there too.
I didn't know. I just knew he was Gage.
He was in that movie. Remember when no, that was a different movie. Never mind. Forget it. Anyways, you just said something that made me think of that. I don't know what, but something made me think of that place. Mike Tyson, I guess. Anyways, I lost it. It's over. I lose my train of thought a lot more now than I did before.
That's all right.
Well, yeah, we didn't. So, like,
We're
what is that
incredibly
place?
old.
Like memorabilia place?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I have to pee.
it is. They do a lot of those things. They've had mostly wrestlers, but they've had some other like actors and other stuff there. I've never been there. Maybe I'll go there one day. Check it out. But whenever, so August 4th is next week, I believe, Sunday, right?
Today's 27th.
And there's 31 days in this month.
Uh-huh.
So next
Yeah, the first is
Thursday, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So Thursday, Friday. Yes. So next Sunday, they're gonna have the Hardy Boys, and
That's with the Z.
with a Z
Nah.
and Lex Luger. They were tag team champions for off and on for quite a few years.
In the 90s.
Late 90s.
Or,
Through the
late- okay.
2000s.
Oh yeah.
Then one of them had some abuse problems, chemical abuses, and
Right.
they still do stuff. I don't think they're working together anymore. I think they're in different companies, or one's still doing it in one company and one's doing other stuff in the other company, but not wrestling, like, behind the scenes stuff. I don't know. And then Lex Luger obviously killed Miss Elizabeth, so he'll be there too. So
I don't know if he killed her, but he was
he
certainly
definitely contributed.
he definitely was not overlooking her habit.
No, he was partaking also, but
But she was like 90 pounds, so drinking and pills was
Right.
that wasn't gonna work.
So are the Hardly Boys there?
the Hardy Boys,
Yeah,
The Hardy Boys. I call them the Hardly Boys.
they're from
they-
like North Carolina or something.
Yeah,
They're brother. They're actual brothers.
yeah.
Yeah, they're actually
Okay.
they used to take the god awfulest bumps and falls.
Oh,
like it
that
was
first TLC
otherworldly,
match. That first TLC match they had with Edge and Christian in them.
By the way, they made amends.
Yeah.
Edge because Edge basically took Matt Hardy's woman.
Yeah.
Lita, who was really hot back in the day. I don't know if she is still.
She's okay looking still.
But
Hall of Famer Lita.
he basically they were friends, and he took his woman.
Yeah.
And so obviously they weren't friends. But then, as it turns out, none of them are with her. She's with someone else, and then Edge married some other woman. So enough times. Anyway, they talked about their matches together, and they've kind of made amends. Cause,
if you ever watch it, was them and the
hatred. What did they say? Hatred is drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's not good.
Them
man.
and I think it was the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys and Edge and Christian in that first TLC match, and it was fucking awesome. Tables, ladders, and chairs is what TLC stands for.
Oh,
tables, ladders, and chairs.
Oh yeah.
It was a really the first one they ever did, and I think that's Money in the Bank one where they had to get the thing so they can get Money in the Bank. They can, anyways, it's the whole thing they do. It was one of the best matches ever. Fantastic.
It was good
stuff. Anywho,
yeah.
And so they're gonna be there on the 4th,
August the 4th, and then Mick Foley on September the 29th.
That one I like.
Mick Foley be a cool one to see.
That one I like.
Yeah, he surprisingly is still alive.
Yeah.
Not because of he wasn't really a bad partier or nothing. He was just so reckless in the ring, man. I thought
there's some wear and tear on that body.
Yeah, he
definitely.
But he said he said when he was cutting a promo back in the 90s, he goes, I won't go down in no blaze of glory falling off a cage. He goes, I'm gonna go down as a crippled old man, and he seems to get around okay.
Yeah,
I thought he would be a lot worse off than what he is.
The way he walks and stuff, you can tell there's some hip and back issues.
Yeah, he was definitely reckless, but he didn't go stick around for Hogan and Flair. They stayed way forever.
Yep.
He got out. Even Taker lasted longer than him.
Oh yeah.
So he got out and probably spared him his life by not continuing to do it.
Because getting thrown off cages and things like that, and C4 explosive matches and barbed wire matches.
Did you see Hogan with Campbell?
I saw that. Yeah.
I saw.
That's how you know they're lying about Hogan's height all these years.
Yeah.
He's shorter.
Who was
than
he with?
Dan Campbell.
Well.
Oh, was he?
But Hogan. Well,
I saw.
But
I saw Hogan without his do-rag on the other day.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he used to do it in wrestling matches. He wouldn't wear it.
He was.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him outside of wrestling. I haven't seen him without it in
decades.
Years.
Yeah.
Decades. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was out. He was traveling around Metro Detroit pimping his new beer.
Yeah. When he was younger, he was definitely taller because he had so many back surgeries.
Yeah.
He's probably lost 2 or 3 inches in height.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion,
6'4",
6'5",
6'5".
He, in my opinion, Hogan in his peak prime when he was healthy and didn't compress his spine down was probably about 6'5" or 6.
Yeah.
Now he's about 6'3", maybe.
Yeah. He swears he was bigger than that.
He trade claimed to be 6'7". There's no way.
Yeah.
6'7" or 8". He wasn't that big.
That's what
But he was 6'5". He was 6'5" or 6.
I remember him. I thought I heard him say 6'8". Now he's 6'3".
Well, at one point they tried billing him as 7 foot. Maybe it was in Rocky 3. I don't know.
Yeah. He's Hogan. I think was 6'5" or 6.
Yeah.
Huge guy, but
yep.
Big old coconut head.
Oh yeah.
But he was never 6'8".
No.
Like Sid was 6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did cut a bit of a promo with Campbell standing there. So
Yeah, that was good. Campbell's laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't care who you are, and I don't care some of the horrible things Hogan has lied about and some of the things he said.
Yeah.
He's still somebody when you see him. It's Hogan, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hogan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still gonna mark out. It's Hogan, man.
Yeah. Even yeah.
He
watching I see him. I'm like, yeah. I know he's kind of a fucking asshole, but
I still do. I still be like,
dude, he was Hulkamania, dude. Come on.
that son of a hey man.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
That's dude, when Chappelle talks about when OJ comes to the bar or something that they're at and hanging out with him and Donnell and all them, they're like, oh yeah, they're like, he's OJ, man. You know, he's fucking OJ.
You just don't want to be alone with him.
Then he goes, oh, hey man, let's get some pics together. Oh no, it's cool, man. We gotta go. Yeah, you ain't taking pics with you fucking dude.
We're not doing the pictures, OJ.
Yeah.
No,
He's
can't do
like,
that,
but
man.
nobody else knew hanging out with them. You know,
That's
He was
funny.
like- but he was like, yeah, but he was juice. You know.
He Hogan was at the Wine Garden in St. Clair Shores, and then Harper Liquorland, and he just traveled out pimping his new beer.
Nah.
He was all over the place a couple days ago, all around here.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, good for him. His real American lager. It looks like cans of Budweiser, but I don't know what it tastes like, but I'm sure it's real good. Probably tastes like the Costco beer.
Yeah.
Whatever they call it, the Iron Flats or whatever the fuck they had.
Iron Flats.
Yeah, but
Oh, the Costco had a beer of their own.
Chainsaw Geo, hey man,
What's up, man?
is that it says I think it's
Hey, what's up, man?
Chainsaw Geo.
Chainsaw Geo.
What's up, dude?
Good to see you, man.
What's going on, man?
I saw this yesterday. I think it's because Craig brought it up, but somebody brought it up in the group chat. But the whole Jimi Hendrix was killed by the government because he knew too much because of his time in the army.
Anybody that dies, they do that.
Yeah. I mean, it took 50-something years to do that with him, but I mean, I didn't even what the fuck could he know? He was barely in the military. He was a paratrooper, but he was like basically on the verge of being dishonorably discharged before he hurt his ankle, and they had to honorably discharge him.
What was the conspiracy that he kind of represented the anti-war thing?
Oh, was it?
And then it's like, Hendrix, you were once one of us, but now you're a betrayer. Is that the conspiracy, you know?
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Could be.
I have no idea.
Well, because he only went in the military because either that or jail.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I don't know. And he only did 13 months in the army. I don't know how much he could have learned. Like I said, he was almost always in trouble in the military.
Yeah.
Sleeping on the job and doing this.
That's what they wanted you to
That's what they want you to think. So, I mean, maybe.
But really what it was he was a trained assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the guy from the Gong Show.
Yeah, Chuck Barris,
Yeah.
right?
Chuck Barris was a
Yeah.
trained assassin.
Yeah.
So why couldn't Jimi Hendrix be a trained assassin?
He was CIA agent.
Yeah, no, Chuck Barris was totally a CIA.
Yeah.
I saw the movie.
Yeah.
He was totally that.
Totally. I
there's
forgot they made a movie, didn't they?
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell played him.
Yeah. I
It's a hell of a
forgot.
movie.
I forgot. Oh yeah, Sam Rockwell. Yeah,
I love Sam Rockwell.
I gotta watch that then. I forgot about that
Somebody's
movie.
watching me.
And now that I know that he was
Not that Rockwell.
Yeah.
It's his brother.
now that it's his brother Sam.
Yeah. Cousin, maybe. I don't know. It could be a cousin. Yeah. Barry Gordy got around, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
And everyone. Okay.
Wait, but
What's
there's
up,
one
man?
above it. What's above that? I can't even.
The one that says, no.
I don't know what's up.
Eric, I'm sorry.
It's probably, I think it's Joseph messing with us. That's what it is.
No, it's probably a Discord emoji. I don't have my Discord on.
You are here. We appreciate you being here. Chainsaw.
Yes.
Oh wait, I think that's the Edge guy. Remember him back in the?
Oh, yeah.
Remember he would come on and
Do all the edging.
with the mask and the edging.
Oh.
You're the Edge guy. Remember him?
No, I don't remember that, actually.
No, I don't.
Maybe.
No.
Just edging all day.
Yeah.
So
I think
much
that's a
edging.
guy.
Phil Olsen's going to pop in now.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Remember he was one of Andrew's.
He's
buddies.
Andrew's buddy.
Yeah.
It's Gio.
What's his
It's
name?
Gio.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Gio, hey!
It's Gio.
Yeah.
I just saw Gio yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
He's another one of the. He's another one of the guys that's in my.
Yeah.
Let me goon.
Yeah. He's one of the guys that was. There's a couple. We have a couple people on our Discord that have the freaking Arabic writing.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it was like,
yeah, Gio. We just had somebody else on that was from Brazil, so we were a little confused when somebody else. It's not like people to come on our show.
yeah.
Our
Ever.
grasp is ever reaching.
It's
We-
not
we have
like
fans
people-
everywhere.
Yeah, it's not like people are trying.
It's
get
more.
on
We
the
do this
show.
more as therapy than actually trying
Absolutely.
Exactly what it is. It's
Yeah.
therapy.
to.
Oh yeah.
We didn't. We don't expect anybody to ever watch it.
Yes.
What's that?
That's some Discord stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discord. What? Whatever.
Yeah, we don't have any right now.
We'll check into that later on the Discord.
Yeah.
Right. You got Discord on your phone, don't you?
I do. Oh, I could look at that, couldn't I?
Yeah. I don't know. What is he putting in there? I can't. Mine's been screwing up. My Discord on my phone. So I have to do
It's
it on
got
my
a GIF.
I don't want to go over to my fucking.
It says a GIF, right?
Yeah.
Is he gonna
So I don't want to go over to my computer to.
He might try to get me.
What's that?
We do that.
I
The
think he
stare
just,
thing.
Oh,
Where we put our fingers up and try to get
Yeah.
somebody to try to stare.
it's a gif of a dude with two dicks and
Oh, man.
stroking one of them.
Okay.
Says double trouble.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Thanks. Two penises.
Yes.
That's.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't have enough blood in my body for that.
Gio though, I knew Gio's grandfather though.
Did you really?
Yeah, he was a party store owner.
Really?
Yeah. He owned a store down the road.
Oh, he just posted something else. I gotta see what this one is. It better not be the two dicks finishing off. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's typing. I don't see nothing there. The dicks went away also. I don't know what happened there.
That's cool.
So there's no longer dose dongs.
I got the girl.
I got the gifts of a mad man.
Yeah. We're
You
cool.
do.
Oh
man.
yeah.
I believe you. You don't have to spam my Discord with porn.
Please don't.
Please don't.
I get porn from Reddit. I don't need it on Discord.
Yeah.
Also.
What happened here with this pitcher?
Oh, you guys didn't see that?
I did not.
So Cal Quantrill, who is a pitcher for the he's a Canadian. He's a pitcher for the Rockies. All right.
That was his first problem.
He's a pretty good reliever, actually. So they were facing the Red Sox the other day, and he was pumped up. He had a good inning. I think he struck out the side, but he struck out the last guy, Reese McGuire. And after he struck him out and he's pumped up, he's walking off the mound and he says to Reese McGuire, "You jacked off in a fucking parking lot, you dumb fuck."
Why did he say that about it?
And I'm like, that's hilarious. And then everybody's like, what? And the bench is cleared and they had a brawl.
That caused a fight.
It caused a fight.
Did he do that though?
And I'm like, that's an oddly specific insult. That's very oddly specific. So if you do some research, Reese McGuire was arrested in 2020 for exposure of sexual organs after being caught masturbating in a parking lot. So
his teammates defended him.
Yeah.
So what?
I can't believe it. So Cal, apparently always looking for the edge to,
Edge. Yeah, there you go, Gio.
that was his, and he's walking out the mound and he's like looking over them and he's like, you can read his lips as he's yelling it. And I'm like, why did he say that?
You jacked off in a parking.
You dumb fuck. And he did. He was with the Blue Jays at the time, and it was in Florida, so I think it was in spring training time. But he just pulled over in a parking lot outside of a store, and he just went to town, and he got caught doing it.
Wow.
Yep. So, yeah, there we go. I just thought it was one of the best insults ever.
No, it's fantastic.
Before I even knew any background to it, I'm like, who would think of that as an insult? Where did he get this insult from?
That's an oddly, like you said, it's too specific.
The only thing I knew about that pitcher was that he may be on the trade block.
Yeah,
because they can't, maybe because they can't afford him or whatever.
Oh, and the Rockies suck.
Yeah. So they're probably cutting losses, even though he's killing it.
Yeah, the Rockies they're not White Sox bad, but they're pretty bad.
Chainsaw Gio's got a comment with that, Mr.
Yeah, damn it, Gio.
No more spamming Discord.
Yeah.
This one is what the hell?
Oh, dude. Did he just do like a bunch of them?
This one is like some lady. It looks like she's fishing. Yeah, no, she's got rope tied around his junk and she pulls him back to shore in the water. And this one says #stay home dating, chat and jerk off with random gay seniors.
Yeah.
And it's senior men in their underwears.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gio.
Thanks, Gio.
That's why
It's
I
the
needed.
gifts that keep on giving.
It's the gifts that keep-
You jacked off in a parking lot, you dumb fuck. I'm sorry.
But it was kind of I did not realize that I did this, but Gio comes on, he's sending us gifts of dicks, and then I go, "What's this with the Cal Quantro?"
Yeah,
and
he's
then
made
you're
it
like,
worse.
"Oh, hey,
It
just
turns
so
into
Made it
happens."
worse.
just so happens it's on topic.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly. Oh God, I'm not looking at
Hey,
that
but
one.
at least we don't talk about pedophilia every show anymore.
That's
Remember?
true.
Yeah.
That was
Last week I didn't
that
even
lasted
mention.
a
I didn't
long
mention Tubi at all last week.
Yeah, you
Oh
mentioned
yeah,
Tubi.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's we're breaking the cycle a little bit.
Yeah. I'd
Did
rather
you-
talk about sports.
What
Then Tubi.
what happened with this this cataclysmic event?
I don't know. Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You almost met your doom.
okay. I drive 696 to work every day. My long
On the maze of doom.
11-minute trek to work every day. All right.
Mhm.
Traffic's moving along, but it's lighter volumes because it's a Friday. There's not as much traffic on the road on Fridays. It's like people are taking Fridays off. I don't know, during the summer. And
Yeah.
I'm traveling along. We're doing about between 80 and 85 in the far left lane on the freeway. Not going too bad.
A
Actually,
little slow.
there's not a little bit of traffic. It was a good steady pace, but there's not a lot of traffic around either. And then driving along, get to that Van Dyke Avenue, and that's where the curve starts, the big curve. So if you're here, you can't see here around the curve. That's where it starts. The big dead man's curve, as one guy at work used to call it. And I started to go around the curve, and all of a sudden, just brake lights in front of me. Everybody stopped, slammed on their brakes in front of me. I'm like, what the shit? And so I slammed on my brakes. Didn't come that close to the guy in front of me. But then the guy behind me was flying up. So I'm like pumping my brakes so it's like flashing and stuff so he could see it. And finally he's like, ooh, and like you barely, he was right there. So I almost got,
Get hammered.
sandwiched. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It was only the left lane. So I'm like, what the fuck happened? Why just one lane stop? There's a state trooper on the left-hand side who had turned on his lights, but you couldn't see him because where he had parked along the shoulder around the curb, you couldn't see him till you were literally on top of him. He chose that spot to stop. I'm like, did he pull somebody over right there? What the fuck? No. There was a truck tire on the road. So he decided to pull over, and he was trying to pull the shrapnel out of the road, out of the expressway. So it almost caused, I was in it, and there was 5 or 6 behind me. There were 7 or 8 ahead of me. It would have been like a 15-car pileup because he tried to get the tire. I get it, trying to get the tire out of the road, but he didn't put up anything. He turned on his lights and just got out and walked out and he didn't have they have the flares, they have the little signs or something. He didn't put anything up. He just this is where I'm stopping, and finally get moving and stuff and get over. And I saw the truck that it came off of. He had pulled over on the other shoulder, just past Mound, and his front tire was gone. There was nothing left on the rim. It just shredded this entire tire. So I appreciate the state trooper trying to get the tire out of the road and stuff, but he entirely went around about it the wrong way because A, he would have caused a pileup, but B, one of these cars that would have sandwiched, it would have hit his car.
Yeah.
It was right there. We stopped and I was this arm of the couch away from his car, basically. When he was really close. I almost died though. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
And it was all because of the state troopers.
That's it.
It wasn't that exciting a story, I guess. Think about it.
I thought I felt the imminent doom.
It sucked.
Now, Gio, I got to ask you a question. Do you have because you have this persona where you have the mask and everything. Do you have your own live streams or something? Seems like you'd have your own channel. You'd be like the crazy white jihadi guy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I only know him a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Never.
Yeah.
But you knew his grandfather?
Yeah. I just, he was talking yesterday. I saw him because he was with Jay and Andrew. And he was talking about the story on. And I'm like, your grandpa, really? Your grandpa was Frank? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, no shit. He goes, yeah, it's my mom's dad. I'm like, fuck, dude, I knew him for years.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yep. He owned the liquor store down
But
on.
you have a persona. You need to do your you need to have your a show, man.
Mhm.
You got a persona already.
Yeah.
He's
You-
got some more stuff he's throwing in the group.
We going viral with it soon. That's
Should,
what he said.
man. You're like a white jihadi.
Yeah.
So it's you could get like the white Muslim, vote.
Yeah.
Over Muslim vote. Like all the guys in the UFC that are Russian Muslims, they'll be like tuning in, check you out.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It sounds good. to me.
Goonbusters 2025.
Goonbuster, that's it. Yeah. But yeah, this that I do the same thing though, Brian. I'll have like a cool story and I'll tell it. And
And
it's
you're
just,
like, yes, that's-
oh, that's actually not that interesting,
not so
really,
good.
at all.
It was interesting
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
No, I did. There were like I've worked at the same place for 25 years. We've had no incidents of any kind.
Yeah.
But now, like the last 2 weeks, we've had people getting shit stolen out of their cars, and then in a separate
In your work parking lot?
in my work parking lot,
Oh, wow.
and in a separate incident that had nothing to do with these because we saw what those guys looked like on camera.
Yeah.
And then we had a homeless guy living in the woods. There's a wood line there.
We
Yeah.
have that too.
He lived there, and no one would have known. I almost felt like telling him because he put all his clothes and stuff on the fences. I almost like, dude, if you hadn't done this, they wouldn't even known you were here.
No.
Yeah.
Because what happened is we had a bunch of those storms come through.
Yep.
And he put his shit up there to dry up on the fence, and there's like a U-Haul place there.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like, and everybody saw like 50 garments on there. They went out there they had to fill 5 garbage cans with the shit. He had a whole camp set up. It's like, dude, your camp, no one would have even known you were here.
No.
Yep.
But shouldn't have, go to a dry cleaner.
Yeah,
We would have
yeah,
never
yeah.
known.
Yeah.
I mean, chances are he's homeless,
But
and
I
he can't afford
I-
the dry cleaner. But
Yeah, but I heard shit moving, or like I'd hear shit moving in the woods, but I usually figured animal. That sounds like a person, but I didn't, because I throw shit out in the dumpster.
it's none of your business either.
Yeah, I don't care. Niggers
I'm
is
not reading
smoking
that.
and fucking.
Yeah.
I ain't reading that part. Sorry.
I read it.
I read
You're like,
I read it. I'm just not reading it. I'm just not
I
reading
mean,
it.
I read it to
aloud.
myself.
They're gonna send that. They're gonna send that to my corporate niggas be.
Yeah. There wasn't.
Why
a
were
hard,
you saying this, Michael?
There was no hard R though. You're fine.
Yeah, like the mic carry.
Sir, I was just reading something that was sent.
We have that too at work. There's like the way our parking lot's situated. There's our parking lot, but there's like condos over here, a big huge hill back here with condos on one side of it, and then the streets over on this side. So there's woods on this side, there's woods back here, but there's where 2 hills meet. There's a certain set of woods right there that's perfect because you got coverage on both sides and the back. The only part that's uncovered is facing our parking lot, but you still can't see. There's enough trees. And there was a guy sleeping back there for a couple weeks, and no one said a word to him. It was a perfect spot because, like I said, coverage from the hill on both sides and the back, and just some trees in the front. Great spot. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's a great spot, man. You can take a nap there and everything.
Yeah,
It'd be perfect. This fucking homeless guy took my spot. Whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, it's
Well, another thing about the homeless guy,
yeah.
I think there was a couple of them because I heard violent arguments a couple times in the morning, but I assumed it was the storage place.
Yeah.
Because people go there and who knows, maybe they're stressed out for moving out. I don't pay mine because
Now, did you
Kind
hear?
of a
Did you hear multiple voices?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No,
well, you're not. Yeah,
It wasn't an argument with
They
themselves.
were fucking
Yeah.
arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
But I think it was like, you do a line, I do a line, honey. And they were just fighting,
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
smoke and fight and drinking.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so
I would throw people off. I would have fights with myself, but I would change my voice.
yeah.
You can't talk to me that way.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
but I
And
get-
just have big screaming matches.
But I guess there was
I can't.
there
Don't you tell me.
there was a homeless shelter.
Yep.
Then there was a church that took because the homeless shelter shut down.
Yep.
Then the church shut down. And then they had nowhere to go because they moved them out of Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, now that they're out of Detroit and it's way less dangerous than Detroit,
Gio, I'm going to say no to that right away without looking at it.
What?
Can you guys please put this picture on stream? No.
No.
I'm gonna.
I got a bad feeling about it.
No.
I'm no.
I'm going to say no. Preemptive
I've
strike,
seen your
no.
streams and begged me to put it on. My friend has been watching your streams and begged me to put it.
Now, this friend.
Yeah.
What about this friend? Explain this friend to us.
All right, let's,
Male, female, what?
bro, please. All right, what is it?
We can't put on any.
But you
no
can't put it-
prawn.
yeah, we can't put.
Oh,
like,
is it the one where
yeah.
you're holding the finger to your lips?
Can't put on.
Oh,
the
he
prawn.
says it's safe.
All right.
Well, yeah, but he
Yeah,
could just say
safe
it's safe.
Right,
And
but-
it could not be safe.
Well, he's yeah. I don't know.
Plus, I can't put anything on a stream.
Oh.
Oh,
Is that
I'm
it?
gonna need you to vet it.
It's vetted.
Okay. It's just a guy. All right. I'm mogging.
Totally mogging.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Hold on. I'll put it on the. I saw it's just a guy putting his.
I don't know what mogging is.
He's not. I don't. We don't speak youthful language.
Check. I'm checking them. It's checked.
Yeah.
If
All
this
right.
is a picture,
Yeah.
that's fine.
All right.
If there's no, if I click on this and all of a sudden there's like a dick flying out of his face or something, then that's gonna be bad. But no, it seems safe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What is it in the Discord?
It's in a Discord. You
All right. Hold on.
go sit in your horrible chair.
Doing this stupid shit.
Yeah, you totally mogging though, man.
You're lucky I don't have.
He's gonna get us. He's gonna get us some street cred, maybe.
Yeah. So much mogging.
Yes.
We're all,
Well,
you know
yes.
us. We're all about the mogging here.
Yeah.
Mogging. I can't remember how many episodes in a row we would just
I
say
mogged.
mogging. We're just like we're so much mogging
I
today,
mogged for
guys.
days.
We're gonna mog. And like, oh,
I'm
is it
mogging.
mogging day again?
Yeah. Happy mogging day.
Went to the store the other day. They won't let me in because I was mogging so much.
Yeah.
Like, you can't mog here. I'm like, why?
It's your thing to
I'm
mog.
constantly getting.
Everybody
busted.
knows
I'm
I'm
constantly
mogging.
getting busted for possible mogging.
mogging daily.
Y'all
You
like
like munting, mogging and munting.
Munting goes with mogging.
Mogging and munting hand in hand
we have no
on the
fuck-
streets,
How do you?
in
How
the
do you?
sheets. That's all
How
I'm
do
doing is
you?
mogging and
How do you
munting.
possibly mog if you haven't munted?
You know how
Oh.
old we are.
Yeah. I'm totally not going to look up these things right now and figure out what the fuck he's talking about.
I think they might be drugs or something.
Oh, then no, I'm not doing that.
I don't know what they are.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't drink.
Mogging is a term that refers to being more attractive than others, and it is part of the looks maxing trend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mog
I'm
all the
always
time.
mogging.
No, I know what
What
looks.
about
I
munting?
know what looks maxing is. Do you guys also know what geomaxing is?
Well, Gio could tell us that.
No, munting, a
Oh.
variation of necrophilia
Oh,
involving
shit.
two live people and one dead one. Oh, okay. So it's
Did
sweet.
you decompose organs?
Find
Okay.
any, dig up some. Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
I'm not into that.
Well,
no.
I'm just by reading that, I'm pretty sure that came from Urban Dictionary.
I'm cool with that. It's all right. It's good.
Oh, we had a song called Necrophilia
Yeah.
at one point. So Necrophilia. Get it?
Yeah.
F-E-E-L-Y-A.
we're like the world's worst edgelords. We don't
Yeah.
even know what we're talking about.
I mean, I totally knew about mogging. Munting, I'm not cool with.
You cut yourself with all that edge, Geo?
Ooh. All right. Your Discord is acting up, isn't it?
Did you know?
No, it's just slow.
It's slow. Yeah. Because it's too much munting going on with your.
Yeah. Always munting. Oh.
That was what I was talking about.
Ow.
There's another picture that has a good looking Asian person, but there we go. There's
Okay,
that
this is
picture.
your buddy. Hang on.
Now we know. We're mogging.
First of all, that person looks high.
Oh, for sure.
Second of all, they're wearing a drug rug.
For sure.
Mogging
Mogging.
wearing the drug rug, looking high.
Okay, hold on. There's a
Should I read the whole munting description there? In case I can
No,
read out loud real
don't.
quick.
Can I get it?
I mean, that's nothing objectionable.
Okay,
Yeah, Joe, you get a shout out for that.
hold on.
Good thing I didn't Google munting.
For all that mogging.
Okay, here you go. Here's your homeboy. There it is. Took forever because the Discord was slow as hell.
Discord.
There's your buddy. Is that
We
what you
got-
wanted?
There's the shout out. Shout out.
That
There's
dude
your
actually
shout
looks
out.
familiar. It's no joke. He looks like
Look, he's got the
somebody I can't-
mattress in the background.
Yeah.
That is definitely a bachelor pad.
Oh yeah.
Look at the man. You're living in a house of skank there, man. Clean that shit. Clean your room, bucko.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
Yeah. No, that's a Jordan Peterson.
I know.
Clean your room,
Clean your-
bucko.
Yeah, I know.
There you are. There. Okay. You haven't praised me for doing your favor. Why not? I want blind praise for this.
What?
Okay, we're gonna leave it up another 10 seconds.
Just
There's
10
your-
seconds.
There's your friend on the stream. And he's gone. I'm
Looks
going
like he's
back-
saying, "Shh, don't tell anybody."
I'm going back to my seat.
Where's the? Yeah.
Shh, don't tell anybody. This is gonna happen.
Did you see it, Geo? All right. I'm going back to my seat. Over there, so my back doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You don't want your back to hurt. Definitely don't want that. But so, Alan, did you watch that?
And you can go back to the chat stuff. Yeah. What now?
Did you watch the video that Craig sent the other day?
I don't.
The Nick Castellanos video?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't know why I thought that was the most hilarious thing, but
it's jacked, right?
it's really messed up.
Yeah, it's like totally jacked.
So, Mike, here's the thing with Nick Castellanos. You remember Nick Castellanos used to play for the Tigers? Yeah. Your microphone's not working. So, I didn't know this was a real thing. I thought somebody was joking, but it's Nick Castellanos. Anytime something bad happens in the world, he hits a home run. Like almost every time. So I'm thinking, no, he doesn't. That's bullshit. So
Okay, here we go.
So I'm gonna play the video. I won't put it. So Donald Trump gets shot in Pennsylvania while they're playing in Philadelphia. Donald Trump gets shot at. Nick Castellanos, home run. Joe Biden announces he's stepping down from the race. He almost hits a home run. Comes a few inches for hitting a home run.
So he gets COVID
And then later in the day, Castellanos hits a home run. Okay. Ocean Gate imploded. The submarine.
yeah.
Nick Castellanos home run.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth II died.
Yeah. Those are the ones I remember.
Nick Castellanos home run.
Wow.
Charlie Manuel, former manager of the Philadelphia Phillies, and also I believe the Cleveland Indians, if I remember correctly,
Yeah, I believe
had a
that.
stroke. Wishing him good luck, recovery. Nick Castellanos home run. Tom, I think it's Tom Brenneman, the one who had the homophobic slur on the air during the Reds game.
Yeah.
He was apologizing on the air during the game.
During the home run.
He was like, I'm apologizing. I'm really sorry for what I said.
Yeah.
Smack. Nick Castellanos home run, 4-0 Reds.
Yeah.
I just really want to apologize though. So it was like mid apology.
Yeah, he's a mid apology.
Your praise is being spared from tasteful. Yeah, I don't want any hardcore
Foreign gifts.
gay prawn. Thank you.
No gay prawn.
Thank you.
Your praise
They
is
li- no,
being
they
spared
literally
from
show-
taste. That's
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Edge.
yeah. He's an interesting kid.
It's all
Yeah.
like it. Trying to find the other ones. There's a whole bunch of them. There's
There's a whole bunch of these Castellanos ones.
Ocean Gate. I already said that one.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just anytime
The best is that Tom's like, then
Tom Brennan is like,
yeah, I want to
I don't talk like that in real everyday life, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Crack Nick Castellanos home
And
run.
Castellanos little.
In the middle of his apology speech.
It's so great.
It was really great. And it was, I'm thinking like, yeah, it probably happened once or twice. It was like 12 or 13
Oh yeah,
instances.
it's a lot.
Oh, they were
It's
honoring
a lot.
they were honoring a World War II veteran.
Yeah.
They're like doing the thing. They're like, we're honoring you, sir, blah, blah, blah. He passed away. And it was
Smack.
and he worked for the Royals.
Yeah.
He worked for the Royals or something, whatever team they were doing. And they're having this big, huge thing for some reason during the Castellanos at bat. they're saying all this stuff, and he's like, it's like Gorman was a great soldier, a great friend, a great worker. Crack, Nick Castellanos home run right in the middle of it. It was just.
This is getting bad.
It's a 5.5 minute video.
What happened? Yeah. What happened when there was that Yellowstone thing?
Did he hit a home run during that?
Yeah,
he might have. I'm trying to find this one. That's the Gorman thing. Nick Castellanos home run.
I keep thinking the Gormley.
The Gormley. Mark Gormley died. Nick Castellanos
with the temperature burning.
And Castellanos.
When Gormley died.
all of a sudden, and Castellanos with the home run.
There's some awesome covers of that song, by the way. You could.
Oh, really?
A bunch of people doing like this. One guy did a full like. I don't know how he must have some good editing equipment and stuff, but he did like a GTA Vice City.
Oh yeah,
of that song.
Willie Mays died. Nick Castellanos home run.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Dwayne Haskins, NFL quarterback, died while walking down the freeway for some reason.
Yeah.
Nick Castellanos home run.
Yep.
He needs to quit playing. Stop playing.
Philadelphia doesn't agree with you. They want him to keep playing.
Yeah. Well, he's got to spare mankind.
Fernando Tatis literally got hurt playing defense. Nick Castellanos comes up next pitch, home run. So they're kind of those ones aren't as
no.
My favorite one, they showed it on the scoreboard. They showed Queen Elizabeth. They showed this thing.
Yeah,
smack. The year she was born until the year she died, and then Nick Castellanos home run.
Yeah,
he's like, "Screw you, Queen."
The ball went right through her face.
Well, I mean,
no, that didn't really happen.
Still, it was a great video.
I made that up. He really didn't do that. It was made up.
I laughed a lot at that video.
That was really funny. I laughed a lot too. There was a lot of shit. I was just like, this is crazy. It's like a lot.
I think it was John Lowe from the Free Press News and one of the local sports reporters. It was during the game, but it was last Sunday. So it was when Joe Biden dropped out, and he's like, "Oh my God, Joe Biden dropped out." He hurried up and bet $10 on Nick Castellanos at home run, and he won. He won $75. That's pretty funny.
Next time there's a riot.
Yep, Nick Castellanos.
Yeah.
George Floyd dies. Nick Castellanos home run. Riots. Like
nuclear exchange. What happened? No, it was February when it mattered. Just think about when Ukraine got invaded.
Oh yeah, they were spring training.
That was February though.
He might have had a spring training home run. That counts, right? You know, it could happen. I thought it was really humorous. I thought it was great.
It was remember we were at that chat about Nolan Ryan being a washout.
Yeah.
And he was.
I gotta find that one because
it's a cautionary tale of wasting your life for a sport, no longevity.
It's
what's up, Gio?
Nolan Ryan's arm was so damaged by the first 5,000 innings of his career, he was only able to strike out 16 Blue Jays when he no-hit them at age 44. It's a cautionary tale for all young pitchers. And Mike's like, he was washed up by 50. Pathetic. And I said, some people just don't have what it takes.
What a wash up.
I know. 16 people at 44, a no-hitter at 44.
That was basically you pitching a no-hitter.
Like me pitching a no-hitter to people in the prime of their careers. I wonder what
he even beat the fuck out of Robin Ventura.
He was about 44 at that point.
Remember Robin Ventura telling that story? He's like, he grabbed a hold of me and I did not expect to get the shit beat out of me.
What? Nolan Ryan
Talk
was
about
shit.
A hitter.
He was the shit. I wonder how old he was during that fight. He was 40, he was 46 at that point.
And he says he grabbed a hold of me. It was a vice grip. I couldn't get free. And he just started wailing on me. I was like, holy shit. When he's Ventura telling that story is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he thought he said, I thought I was just gonna throw him to the ground. He's an old guy and whatever. He just grabs me and starts beating the fuck out of me.
That's great.
You know, they said I read I don't read a lot of books, but I read David Wells's book.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Cal Ripken. He said Cal Ripken, he said a fact about him. He goes, he could beat the fuck out of anybody.
I bet.
And he said he would bully people in the locker room. He would like grab them pink belly. I'm like, and throw you around. You know,
Oh yeah.
not just a rookie, just you know, you could be a top star.
Oh shit.
And he goes, there was these two Mexican players like, we're gonna get ripped, we're gonna get him. Just two South American players. And he didn't say who they were. He says, we're gonna get him today. We're gonna double. He said both of them, like one grabbed his legs, one grabbed the upper body to get him pink belly and back.
Yeah.
He said by the end of it, they were both down getting the shit beat out of him. He took out two guys at once.
I'm trying to.
What do you want now?
Who?
No,
What?
I'm not going back over there. I'm not going
It's
back.
like it's like we're getting ready to end the show.
Yeah, we're over there. I'll go over there in a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play
I'm
it.
trying to find out who he struck out that day in those 16 strikeouts against the Blue Jays. Because I know at least one of them. I just don't know.
Is Andrew still working on his album?
Yeah.
When's that thing gonna drop,
I
man?
don't know, man.
But I haven't heard from him in ages.
I know.
Is this like Chinese democracy or something? This is going to
Yeah,
take
I
like
think
20,
it's- yeah.
Better be
19
an
years?
opus. By
It's
the
like 37 years.
Just
Yeah.
wondering.
Like Boston, when Tom Scholes took 8 years to make an album because he didn't want any electronics at all on it.
We'll try to drop it before I die.
And then
the
it
next time I
wasn't
get
good.
COVID, I'm gone. So drop it soon. But I'm not making it through this winter. I guarantee you. So we better drop it before then.
Nolan Ryan that day, his 7th no-hitter, by the way, he struck out everybody on the Blue Jays team that batted. Literally everybody at least once.
Oh.
Yeah. Everybody had a strikeout. But Devon White 3 times. Devon White was hitting 316 at that point. Roberto Alomar 3 times. Kelly Gruber struck out once. Joe Carter once. John Olerud once. Joe Carter was hitting 330 at that point. Mark Whitten once. Glenn Allen Hill 3 times. Greg Myers twice. Manuel Lee once. But Blue Jays they didn't win the World Series that year, but they won one the next year. This was a good team.
Yeah, right.
And he just went out there. He even said that Bobby Valentine said, he looked at me when he walked out. He's like, it was one of the later innings. He's like, get somebody ready. I can feel it. This is going to be it. I'm not going to be able to make it. And he said he went out there and he threw harder. So he's like, this is it. I can't take it. I'm gonna get somebody out.
ready.
And he went out there. He's like, and he actually had extra on his fastball. And it was like the 8th inning.
But he had insane stamina. And
I remember somebody talking about Cal Ripken having a shitty practice, and when he went back in, he was so pissed off at how he went out and practiced that he walked in, he got on the fucking treadmill, and they said that fucking 3.5 hours later he walked back in and Cal was still on there running full fucking force.
Well, that's psychotic.
Yeah, he was. I'm like, it's fucked up, man.
That's craziness. I don't know why he would do that.
Some people are dedicated
Well, that's
to
like
stuff.
that's like Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, if he didn't have what he thought was a good game, dude, he'd go out and like fucking just catch fucking 300, 400 fucking balls after the game, you know?
Yeah. Some people were extremely dedicated, and they would.
Yeah.
You ever hear like what Kobe would do?
Yeah.
When they had the Redeem team.
Oh yeah.
They were all like, yeah, we're gonna party, we're going out, we're doing this. He's like, he started showing up to practice and working out hours before the practice. Then the next day, a couple of guys joined him, and basically by the 4th or 5th day of him, like them looking him as the leader, none of them were part. They were like out there with him.
Good.
So that's what leading by example.
Yeah, it's just how you do it.
No, the first Dream Team, they just played cards and drank all night and still beat everyone's ass.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now Jordan, his mentality was still, he was a gambling fanatic and a competitive fanatic. And they said the only person that would sit up and real late and play cards with him was Stockton. And even Stockton, like, I gotta go to bed, man. He's like, what? It's only 4 a.m. Like, you would get,
He's like,
you'd
we
get mad.
We got 6:30, shoot around.
Well, you need to
Yeah.
sleep, Stockton. Who
Right,
sleeps?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, I just really need to lay down.
Yeah.
I really need-
Jordan he likes to drop money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was talking. Speaking of Jerry Rice, one of the young cornerbacks and stuff. They're talking to them.
We don't make smoke, man.
We don't. No, we don't smoke mids.
And B,
That's
like,
true.
we don't smoke.
That's true.
Yeah.
No mids for us.
Word. Shit.
Only maxes for us.
I only smoke punk ass bloods.
Oh man, I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, you were saying.
I was saying something really cool.
Yeah, you were.
It was gambling too. I might have been gambling.
You
Well,
can always win it back.
It was
as we know.
something. Yeah, I don't know.
I had it. It was there. Lost it.
Don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
know. I'm really tired today.
It was
I did a lot of work.
yeah. I mean, to me, if your foot's hurting like that, if you have plantar fasciitis and it's shooting all the way up into your arm,
Yeah.
it's probably something more than plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
Like sciatica.
It just started. I figured it'll go away.
I forgot to tell you, I had the god awfulest freak out attack because I woke up and I slept in such a way where both of my arms fell asleep, and I was, I was like, all right, the stress got. I literally, I had to even calm myself down. Like, okay, I've had a stroke.
This is
My arms aren't working. I'm gonna try to make it over. Have my dad take me to the hospital. Hopefully, I live. You know, I was just like, where you're calming yourself down. I'm like, all right, I had a stroke.
I can
clearly.
still live a decent life.
Yeah, I'm like, the good thing is I said this, I'm cognitive. I
Yeah.
know that something's wrong, but at least I know something's wrong.
Right.
I'm cognitive. That's good.
Right.
Yeah, I go, I can live without using my arms, no problem. And I was like, because my legs are working.
That's great.
And then all of a sudden I started, oh, wait. Oh, thank God.
I've done it too, because usually when I wake up, because in the last few months my wrist doesn't work right. I'm like, I can't but this arm had fallen asleep, and I'm like reaching over to grab my glasses. I'm like, I couldn't grab my glasses, so I can't see anything because it's dark. No one's awake when I get up in the morning. Same thing. I was like, I couldn't grab my glasses to see anything. I didn't know what time it was. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was saying Jerry Rice.
I literally jumped. Oh yeah, Jerry Rice. There
Okay,
it is.
so one of the young guys, they're talking to him, and they asked him.
Yeah, you said defensive backs or something.
I can't remember who it was, but
Yeah.
they were talking to him, and it was kind of like one of these old Jordan jokes. But they were talking about some of these old timers. He's like, I don't think Jerry Rice could make it in today's game. And they're like, he's the best receiver all time, and he really. He would school anybody, and he's like, yeah, but he's 60 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Well, those old timers, they're some of their blind faith in themselves was awesome. They just absolutely. Wilt Chamberlain, I could go out there right now. Get 15 rebounds a game.
T.O. does it all the time.
T.O.'s a freak.
T.O.'s
though.
like, let me go out there and play. Dude, he swears he's insane. I bet he's in amazing shape, but there's a difference between that and football shape.
That's true.
Yeah, or like you think you're still quick and everything, but compared to like, 25-year-old dudes.
I mean, is he running? I want to know what he runs in a 40. But yeah,
there are some positions in football where you can, but I don't think wide receiver's one of them.
No,
I wouldn't.
You could be
I wouldn't put him out there.
There's linemen that can last a long time because it's brute strength.
Yeah,
you keep your strength pretty old.
Yeah,
as long as your body's not busted up, you can play, especially offensive line, because you don't need to be as quick.
Yeah.
So offensive linemen can last a long time if they don't fuck their body up.
Because we kind of make fun of those guys, the offensive linemen, because there's been a bunch of them who are like, they're like 32, 33, and they're like, that's it, hanging up 10 years, I'm good.
Yeah.
And we're all like, you fucking pussy. But actually, I think it's smart. That's, to me,
well,
it's pretty
they
cool,
all drop
actually.
weight too, because they all put the weight on to play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they, you know what it is? Yeah, because usually that's what they're hitting, like 32, and they're just like, they're feeling that weight on them.
Yeah.
All that extra weight, it's taking a toll in the off season, because you can't take too much of that off in the off season. You ain't got that much time.
No, they have to stay big.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of cool that they're just like, oh, I gave you guys 10 years.
Yeah,
I made money.
Joe Thomas, man.
Stuck.
Joe Thomas, he was just like straight up. He did his 10 years and he's retired.
I wish there was a close up of it.
I think
Her poor nails, huh?
This poor old thing.
Jason Kelsey played a little bit longer.
Yeah, he's 36.
Yeah, 13, 14 years.
36 or 37.
But again, he was still good enough where he probably could have gone another.
He could have played another.
Could have played through.
Same thing. Whitworth was 38.
Yeah.
You know, he could have played another year.
I'm just saying, I think it's kind of cool that they're not
yeah,
playing forever.
Yeah.
You know? they can realize when shit's done, and that they're still healthy enough where they can still live a really good life after football and not be
Right.
in pain and suffering the rest of their
I
lives.
think, yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Well, when all the CTE shit really broke, when it was evident that they were about to get slapped in the face, the NFL was, with all that shit. These guys started taking their health a little more serious when they started seeing guys that were not much older than them. A lot of those guys that, that was big. Junior Seau killing himself. That was.
I think
that was huge.
Yeah.
That was so fucking huge because he was not old.
Nope.
And he was not that far removed from playing.
No.
Yeah, there's probably CTE also. No one's screaming your name out in the field too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
He's a poor guy. The thing is, I think everybody knew football was unhealthy. It's just like I said last week, if you want to be healthy, don't compete at anything.
Yeah.
No.
Because you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
You're gonna maim your body.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's because you're pushing yourself. It's like I forgot. I think it was
beautiful.
when they
watching.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
So, I'm sorry. This is what we were talking about earlier, but we were talking about Hulk Hogan's Real American Lager, or our good buddy Jay, who used to come on the show and then just completely abandoned us, didn't show up anymore.
Yeah.
Wisely.
He went out and bought some Real American Lager,
Did he really?
and he says this beer sucks.
I'm sure it does.
He went out and bought some.
That's all. Yeah,
I'm sure it
it's
does.
$18 for a 12-pack. I'm like, fuck that.
$1.50 a beer, eh?
Fuck that.
Yeah, it ain't worth it.
I'll get some Black Label.
This ain't Lucky Lager.
I'll get some $4 6-pack. Not making anything, but still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't pay $17, which is stupid because I would have at one point for craft beer, but I won't do it for a regular beer. Like, this craft beer is $16 for a 4-pack. All right, come on, let's go.
This beer sucks.
Yeah,
That's so great.
I was a standard weekend American drunk. I just wanted a buzz, so I didn't care what it. As long as I could take, like, Miller Lights did it for me, man. I was good. But I like, people were always on the hunt for the best taste. I never cared.
I only like Coors Light because it was more water than anything, so I never got a hangover from it.
Yeah, Rolling Rock for a while. Al got me into that when we went and saw Burner. Remember
Burner.
that? Like, you got to try this Rolling Rock, man. And I drank like 20 of them, got no hangover.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thanks,
See you later,
Gio. Thanks for all the awesome memes. You go finish up your mogging and munting.
Yeah.
Mog,
Get
munt.
it all done.
Mog and munt and edge to your heart desires.
Yeah.
Sell you crackers. Well, that's good, man. Yeah, we're gonna be shutting down soon anyway.
It says tag me when you put the roach up.
You got it, man.
You got it, dude. All right.
I still don't know what that means.
It means,
Maybe we have him come here, be on the show just to translate youthful language to us. Okay, so what does he mean?
Yeah.
Gio, what is he saying?
I just found out what
on today's
Riz
show,
was.
youth translator.
Yeah.
Gio.
Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go move over to the desk for the last few minutes.
All right.
We're going making our yearly trek to training camp on Monday.
Yeah.
So we'll report back on next week. How things are going for the
It'll
Lions.
be,
if we see anybody famous, we'll see at least one famous person there.
Yeah, I'll see my girl Danny.
Last year was it
again?
Was it Eddie Murray last year?
No, that was first year. That was when I still had the pump on me. Remember,
Right.
remember I was walking around. That was the last day I had the pump, dude. That was on August 4th because the next day I got it off.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Well, there was somebody there last year, though.
Yeah.
Last year we saw.
I know there was somebody there doing the pictures and stuff, but we didn't get a picture or get a.
Oh yeah. Who was
Doesn't
it?
matter. You should see all the upgrades they've
You
made.
sound like Bono.
Yeah. That's what he does in South Park.
Yeah.
And cause we were watching South Park the other, and the kid's like, "Oh, is that guy reminds me of the guy from U2?" I'm like, "No, it doesn't. Wait, he'll be in it soon. He's coming up. This isn't him. Don't worry." But yeah, we'll report back to the Lions because they made some upgrades to the fan areas at training camp, so we won't be baking in the hot sun.
Yeah.
Also, if there's a light drizzle, we won't get that wet.
Drizzle.
It's the only thing we got to worry about, because if there's a thunderstorm, they'll move practice inside and we won't be able to go anyways.
Right.
Our part might be covered, but the players, got to baby them.
What time we usually get down there and what?
I think they let people in at 7:30 and practice at 8:30.
Yeah.
So we get down there before that point.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember when
We left between 6:30 and 7.
Right, and then I think we were back home by 10:30 or something.
It was by 11 o'clock because practice. They're only supposed to practice for 90 minutes, and they went over 90 minutes last year when we were there.
Yeah.
So I think it was probably closer to 11, but still, we'll see what happens. I'm glad it doesn't look like there's any kind of kicker competition anymore, since one of them shredded their hamstring and is out for the season. So
kicker shredded hamstring.
Yeah, it sounded like it was really bad too.
In training camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
was kicking
Money Badger. Yeah, he tore it up. The Money Badger.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, but we'll see. We're gonna see the new guys, the old guys.
All right, guys. We're gonna get out of here. Episode 219.
Yeah.
Go to radiounderground.gay. Find out about us.
It's a temporary site. Don't judge it.
We're gonna be upgrading it soon. So it's radiounderground.gay, and we're gonna
it will rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
And we're going to play little sounds of Mark Gormley.